So boys and girls, I'm going to show you how to set up a small account and actually make a bit of money. But there's a problem here today. It's a terrible problem because normally I would come in having a sing-song on Coffee with Scruff.
What's the problem?
But my throat needs lubricating. I need the lubrication.
Oh, here we go.
No. You drank it already?
What do you mean? If I drank it already? I should have it on an intravenous drip.
You should the amount you drink.
I mean, you play with that regular. I like a coffee regular. So.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Hello, boys and girls.
I'll make the coffee.
You make the coffee. We're in a good mood because we're going on holiday tomorrow. Well, we actually go on Monday. But we're breaking up today of sorts. Need to get a haircut because it's got a bit fluffy. Because I am living up to the scruffy trader, I must admit. But I also want to leave you with something to think about. Now, a few times you've seen me build small accounts up. And I'm going to set one up now for Christmas. In fact, here's a quick interlude. It's an insert because I'm asked a few things all the time. So just quickly look at this. Okay, guys, a quick interlude because I'm asked on pretty much every video a couple of questions. Who do I use and what platform do I use to build small accounts? Well, it's very simple. I come to BlackBull because you can trade with any amount of money that you choose. You've got over 26,000 products. So if you're Forex, indices, shares, commodities, you're going to find it. And they've got excellent world-leading leverage, which you can use to open up an asset and get your positions in. And also the spreads are fantastic. These are the companies that I use to build up. From here, I take it over into the fivers. I have never had a problem getting paid off these, as you can see. And one of the beauties of the fivers at the moment is they're introducing new programs and platforms all the time. They've now recently come back over into the US. So you guys can now take advantage of the prop. And you've got C Trader. And you've got the 3 programs here to choose from, which are very cost effective. Now, to give you an example, there's an account there, 157. You might be thinking, wow, what's that got to do with anything? Well, it is BlackBull, but let's see where it came from. Well, if I take this right to the very top, you'll see it started with £15, and then there's all of the trades running through. Don't get it right all the time, but running through £142 worth of profit, giving me 157. Well, if that's the case, I can now go and buy a prop fund and then feed those funds back into the live to push it forward. Now, if you're interested in any of these, come along and visit my website. You will see everything that I do, and there's extra discounts and exclusive links for both the companies. And both companies use the following platforms, which is TradingView, CTrader and MetaTrader. My personal choice is MetaTrader, but it's all there for you, so you're on the same page, whichever.
I'd buy that for $1.
Good luck. Catch you soon. Let's get back to the video. Good stuff, eh? Now that was an account built from 15 quid, and it got to a decent level, and it's actually paid the deposit on a holiday we go on in January for a lodge. But I'm asked all the time, how do you do it? Why do you do it? Well, why is quite simple. If you looked at the trade I was doing yesterday, you will see I was mirroring accounts. So I had my main account and then I just mirrored it over onto another one. So it's very easy to do. But when I'm just concentrating on a very small account, sort of what I'm about to do, I keep it to a single asset that is very fast and can be done in minutes. So I don't spend a lot of time on it. I actually only do it just once a day. It's normally between 7 and 8 on a morning and on a weekend when I feel like it. And it's Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is a 24-hour market. It's also fast enough it'll pay me like that.
Isn't that logical?
So that's the first thing. You know, so I do it because it doesn't take any impact on my day. The next part is it actually keeps me very sharp. And being sharp in the markets is something that is incredibly important. Too many people come into this thinking it's easy money, but basically they're just gamblers and a waste of space. Because they haven't educated themselves, they haven't really put the work in to get somewhere. So let me kind of explain it. So I like MT5. You know, I use this particular account here. That's the bit you're interested in. It's a hedge account. What it means is I can trade both directions at the same time if I so wish. But it also means if I'm putting multiple positions in, they are not netted together to the average price. It means the positions can be individual. Now, there's another version on MT5 called netting. Now, a netting account, if you put 3 positions in, it will condense them into one position at the average price of those 3. I prefer to have the opportunity to switch positions on and off. So that's the first thing. It's a hedge account. Okay. Now, you just drop in your money. So it's got a balance of 15 quid. And you can see there you are. Got transferred across 15 quid. So what's that about? Well, that's because I used one account to build up, as you've just seen, you know, do them all the time. And I take a little bit of money out of it and I put it somewhere else. So now I'll have 2 accounts running. And you can have multiple accounts running at once. And you can trade one with cable, one with Bitcoin, one with Eurodollar, and you're not getting confused. So it's a single asset for a single account. That helps you as well. Now, I often tell the guys that I look after in the Scruffy Squad, and you're very welcome to come along. There's links for that down below. Do a 30-day challenge. Now, a 30-day challenge is 1 trade per day for 30 trading days. All right, so you stick with one asset, lowest position possible, 30 days. You pass if you have 30 trades or less and you were positive. Brilliant. You fail if you had more than 30 trades or more than 2 trades in a single day. Now that will blow your biscuit. Oh no, I can't do that. I want to take more trades. I have to have more trades. Really? Why is that then?
You know, you're a classic example of the inverse ratio between the size of the mouth and the size of the brain.
Because you're gambling. Because you've got no discipline. Because you haven't done the homework. The whole process of doing a 30-day challenge like that, because 30 days is a small price for a lifetime of gains. It will show you a single chart, because you stay on a single asset, being built. So you'll see how the Bollinger Band flares and contracts. You'll see the 4 states of it. You'll understand how the various indicators you use. And it doesn't matter what you use, but you'll see how they form and are created. But more importantly, you see how the price reacts from one day to the next and how it evolves around news content. All these different elements. You can only do that if you're looking at a single asset day in, day out. But if you're jumping from one to the next to the other, you'll never see it.
Fuck no!
You're always just helter-skelter. And I've spoke to guys who've traded for 5-6 years and they get nowhere. And it's because they're helter-skelter all the time. It was drilled into me when I first started. Concentrate on one sort of system. A little bit like anybody that's an athlete or whatever. The famous quote from Bruce Lee. I don't fear the man who knows 10,000 kicks. I fear the man who knows one kick practiced 10,000 times. Trading is the same principle. You zone in. Now, I used to know cable inside out. And when you see my older videos, it's all I ever used to trade. Because that's what I came from. I used to track the pound against the dollar as a forward purchaser. So it's all I knew. And I knew it inside out. But then you start adding extra bows to it. You know, or extra arrows for your bow rather. And then I found that I could figure out the DAX. And then once you've figured it all out, you can trade anything. But I had to go through the hard work first.
What?
That's what this is all about. Now, people don't like MT5. Personally, I think it's brilliant. You know, when I first came to it, maybe it's not so much because it's a big learning curve. But if you want your profiles and everything, sort of just to give you an idea, if I'm going to score something out, I flick it there. I've got a clean chart. It's there in front of me. Brilliant. I just use basic indicators, MACD, RSI, Bollinger Band. They tell me various things. I can put all my scribbles into this lot. So these are the products that I trade regular. But for this account, it's going to be Bitcoin. Now, if I want to look at different strategies, I can do that as well. So I can go down onto something like a red light, green light strategy. So I'm happy with that. I can take it down into my Alpha Watch or my window of the world. So I can see everything at a heartbeat. If I want to do scribbles on things, I can come down here. I can scribble all I want on this lot. Who cares? You know, because it's not going to affect this. So you can set profiles up and it's very quick and easy and intuitive to run round. Order system, dead simple. Market execution, buy, sell, straight into market based on the cost of the product. Pending order. You only want limits and stops. A limit, the price comes down, bounces, and then goes up. A stop order, it goes from the top of the candle straight through. I don't like that. It's a pain in the arse, so I use a magic keys situation or my own version of it, which is Scruffy Pilot, and it'll buy and sell for me on a pending order. It also helps me with direction, tells me the state of play of the market. You know, 5 minutes is selling, these are buying, that's selling, and the RSI is sitting in the middle, which it is, sitting in the middle. This is 5 minute chart, moving down, just drop that across, there you go, starting to move down, all right. 15 minute, if we look at this, heavily pushing up. Hourly, starting to move up. Tell you a big picture of what's going on. Look at the 4 hour, and again, what would you say is happening here? You know, it's going down. So you can see a lot just by having snapshots. You know, magic keys are wonderful. So the next part of it is, I set it up with this. I plan everything out. So what am I going to do? So let's put some notes. Juan, Xmas, 100 quid. All right. So we'll start at 15 quid. I want 2% gain per day or each motion. Start it today. 10th. Right. What this does, this sets everything up. Now I can either put a daily goal in here or I can put in a maximum goal. So we'll just say we're going to do our 100 quid. So put 100 quid in there. And let's just say I've done £1 today. Well, I've done £1. It now tells me I'm 1% into that target. But not only does it tell me what the 1% is, it tells me what I did on the day. I did a 6% growth on the balance. And then tomorrow when I come to market, it's telling me I need to do 32p in order to get 2%. So anything above is great. If I do more than 10%, just stop for the day. Now, if you want targets in targets, you might say, right, I want 32p. That's telling you today I was 68p over target. That's what that's for. Okay. Now, here, if I just move this across, you'll see there's something that says growth start. Well, what that does is, if I'm looking at it day by day, if I just put £1 in here, it drops that back to 0 because now it's starting this, and it would look for there. Now, if I do another pound, like so, again, tells me that I was greater. And then to start the next day, you just put in whatever your P&L is, £2, takes it back to 0, so it starts from scratch. So you can either have it running till you're finished with 100, or you can do it day by day, just by altering that. And if you take any money out, just drop it in there, and it'll reset it as well. It's a very simple process. Everything is there. Now, what's the moral of the story here? Well, the moral of the story is it's all about homework, guys.
I love it when a plan comes together.
And that's the essence of this Coffee with Scruff. It's not about trading more. It's about trading well. You know, do your homework. Put everything into place what you need. So doesn't matter what your account is, but set it up so you understand it. And set it up so you can easily navigate around it. Look at the position size, what you have, and then trade realistically to the account balance. I can over leverage this. I use BlackBull because of the leverage, so it allows me to use pennies, and those pennies I can turn it into something else. Now, as you saw in the interlude, I grew that up. I actually took that up into well over £200 before I paid for the lodge, and then left a little bit to grow some more, and then I've taken some money out of it and I've put it into here. Buy a prop, do whatever you want with it, but make it useful. But this thought of, oh, I'm a trader, I'm going to be a millionaire, they're just pipe dreams. And the pipe dreams spoke by dickheads, because they will never succeed. The ones who succeed are the ones who plan it out. You plan it out, you'll do well. You plan anything?
Yeah.
What do you plan? Sex.
Plan to do.
What have you planned to do?
The pumpkin picking.
Oh, fuck I know. I didn't want to do that.
Planned it. Already got the tickets.
You have caused confusion and delay, and terrible trouble to my trousers.
Yeah.
You'll love it, really.
Walking in a muddy field, pulling out a turnip or whatever it is. It used to be
Pumpkin.
it was a turnip in my day.
What's a pumpkin?
Oh, we're up market now, are we? Yeah.
Play your cards right and I'll let you buy us a coffee.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to say something else there. I was almost excited, boys and girls, but she's going on holiday, so we will be. Anyway, moral of the story. Do your homework or just don't do the job at all. It's that simple. I know sometimes I get pulled and said, oh, you always telling people not to trade. You're right, I am. Because a lot of people shouldn't be trading. A lot of people are just dreamers, and what they're actually doing is damaging themselves. And that's something I would never want. You should never damage anybody. And sometimes you have to just say, this is not for you. But if you are going to do it properly. And you'll find that you'll do well. The amount of times I speak to people and I'll say, don't trade Monday morning, don't trade Friday afternoon. There's good reason as to why. Those 2 times are the most dangerous times to trade. It's money flow coming in, money flow going out, and you've got no idea which way it's going. And it'll turn on a dime. And you can read as many reports, and they'll all tell retail traders, stay away from them. And they'll go, yeah, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. And then they do it anyway. So tell me, are they trading or are they gambling? I'll be interested in your thoughts on that one. Personally, I think they're gambling, and I have zero time for gamblers because they will never make it and they destroy what the industry is all about. And I love this job. I love my job. So there we go. And you love a holiday, don't you?
I do like a holiday, yes.
Are you looking forward to a holiday?
I am.
Goody gumdrops. Right, we're going to sign off. And as always, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.